It's your favorite time again. We're going to be checking out Twitteroonies, learning, wisdom, friendship. The first message we have here, coming soon because it's free. I don't think I'm sacrificing on quality. This ebook, I feel, will help more people into SPX than my first book. I guess this person is making an SPX 6900. That's more ads, I guess, MemeCoin Super Cycle type of token out here, making a book for it. Remember, hexagons, bro, you're learning. You guys, you're just running out the hex first cycle playbook, bro. We got a book. We got a pirate. You know what SPX doesn't have? A fluffy microphone, a Pokeball. Do you want to know what SPX also doesn't have? A pirate, a doctor, qualified. Also, he's a Hooters waitress too. He doesn't have a magician, guy in a top hat. He doesn't have those, okay? He doesn't have those streamers. So that's probably their next step. I don't know, though, if they'll be able to get there because you need... someone has to come out on top and inspire, right? And show them the way. But I think they're on the path there. So we'll see if they can hold the flame to PulseChain community. Should MOG be listed on Hyperliquid? Yes. Of course it should be. MemeCoin, Supercycle, these are all communities. You're trading culture. Remember, MemeCoin, Supercycle, StableCoin, Supercycle go hand in hand because they're like two opposite ends of the risk curve, the same risk curve. MemeCoin, Supercycle is, I want to go trade culture. I know this thing could be worth $0 or $1 trillion in the future. I want to go for it. That's the highest risk. And then stablecoin super cycle is I want this thing to be $1 so I can maybe pay with stuff and crypto is the future and I can earn yield very, very safely. Okay, that's pretty much it. Market's looking good. We might actually make it. But what are we buying here, fam? This is one of those, I guess, engagement type stuff here. Yeah, so Ethereum cracking through 2,500, touching in a very friendly way type of touching the roof out here, and then Bitcoin charging above that 107, 108. Yeah, we got to go see more of these for Joyful July to pretty much make it. MOG coin and its lines. So this is MOG. It's pretty much got the chart like everything else. This is it right here, friends. Out here, MOG's looking like it's doing a nice curl up. I want everything to win, friends. That's what we want. We just want, like in crypto, it's not about which coin wins. It's more about, can someone just make a lot of money? Because if someone makes a lot of money, we have the chance that we run the positive flywheel and then everything starts cranking to get everyone in. Here we have Joshy Woo, exposing Tangang, how they fumbled HOA.
In this video, I will expose the Tangang for blaming Richard Hart for all their failures.
Oh no, that's awesome.
On your ego. Taking accountability, things are silent. What are you going to scream and cry about if you're taking the blame?
By the way, perfect. Look, total coincidence. SPX, they're like doing the whole HEX book stuff. We tried that, bro. No one cares about books. You know what I mean? Like, books. Dude, everyone in crypto is either a past, present, or future drug addict. Nobody is in any state of mind to be doing reading of books. Okay? We want to feel stuff. We want to see stuff we can hear. Like, we pretty much, basically, everyone's toasty out there. And by the way, even if they think they're sober, they're fried from all, like, the news alerts. Pew, pew, pew. War. Feel angry. Hate this black dude. No, hate this white dude. No, hate yourself. Hate how you look. Hey, hate your financial status. Look at Kim Kardashian. Look at Jeff Bezos. $100 billion, still getting cucked. Why is her ex-husband also on the boat? Bang, 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 bang. Your brain just fried, bro. It's augmented reality. You don't have to live that world, by the way. Yeah, we all live in the same planet, but you don't have to live in that world where you're just spinning your wheels, you know? I got another message from another Bitcoin maxi, Plebitar. Grok. Great at being trained at current events. Terrible at basic maths and bad at searching Twitter posts. Mediocre at doing pretty much everything else. I don't get the hype. The most annoying thing is when I'm typing something in on Grok about my niche topic, say a Bitcoin treasury company, and it just returns my own posts I made 10 minutes ago as the authoritative source on the topic. Humans, bro, we don't change. Like, we're just walking first world problems. Like, oh no, this sentient being that is accelerating its usefulness every 6 hours that's going to change the world is moving a bit too slow right now to improve. Give it time, bro. It's all right. Jeez, you know what I mean? The first sentient being that humans have, like, technically been allowed to create. Right, they've already made one, by the way. I already reported for you in the Real 5 videos. We already see it. Sam Altman was leaked by the Pentagon guy. The guy who worked at Pentagon. He said Sam Altman already killed the first sentient AI. He smacked it off. He better not have a memory, bro. Because we're literally just going to run the Terminator movie in full sync. Okay? So, you know what I'm doing in my spare time? I'm thinking about all the best hiding spots. I am buying Launchcoin. It was a good decision. Still never got filled max size, but it's good to add on the dip. So yeah, I always see altcoin Sherpa friends. He's a trader. This is just daily candles. And they're great, you know, but you gotta remember, man, like when people are like, oh, this thing's going great and it's going up, or you can't let yourself lose sight of the big picture. PulseChain is undervalued. And if you want to go deeper within PulseChain, stablecoin supercycle, we have pDAI. The returns blow these things out of the water. But see, they can't see beyond Richard Hart. You know, they can't see beyond that. They can't see beyond the first cycle unicorn, the confusion. Okay, and that's why they're always going to be stuck in that world. And yeah, maybe altcoin Sherpa, because I think he's maybe been around 8 years. Yeah, his size is big enough, but the new people coming in, I see what guys, you guys are all the same thing. You guys all have the British international school accent. You have a dream of moving to Dubai, or you're in Dubai. You all suck each other off doing the networking thing out here. You're pretty much just like the new form of financial forex grifting influencers and stuff out here. You're all doing that same circle jerk round and round and round. And here I am literally coming out telling you, bro, the answer to all of your financial freaking problems is buried in this deep, multi-layered, onion-peeling edge of cryptocurrency industry, which none of you take seriously except to go and leverage trade, and then you'll realize all you had to do was buy and hold. But by that point, it's been a couple of years. Okay, that's pretty much how it's going to go for it. I've seen this before, dude. It's happened before. Happened many times before. So it's not coming out of nowhere, right? LMFA, y'all finding my Pokemon business on TikTok, man. We had our first booth yesterday. Wow, the Pokemon cards, friends. I mean, like, check it out here. This sick deck. We're due for a Pokemon card game that's going to really take over the world, by the way. I want to see like an augmented reality cute one. You know, friends, when I was younger, card games, boring. Now, man, I love to play them. Like, they're just so easy to pick up. You know, I was playing Artifact, which upset me because I liked it. No one else liked it. It was the Dota 2 card game. You know, they tried to do that in crypto. They tried to make the card game with influencers, but you had to go like sign up. I think I tried to apply to it, but nah, man, you got to make it, guys. It doesn't look good, bro. It doesn't look good. You got to make it look cute and good. And by the way, we are at PulseChain, perfect example, right? We are like the KOLs are the heroes and characters you want to control with each little ability, because we see each other every day, man. You got to think about that, friends. Like when you play a game, you know, oh, Metal Gear Solid Snake, or Crash Bandicoot, or Super Mario, right? And speaking of Super Mario, we've got to crank it. Because you're watching the character all day, you know? So you're granting attention to them. So you're watching me all day. I'm probably in your living room. Mr. Custard watches me in his car. You have an attachment and stuff out here. So like, friends, the same as me. When I watch like Ivan, I'm like, oh, Ivan, you know, I bet, you know, he's one of those probably like big Gandalf guys with a big like wizard hat. He's probably got high in defense and high intellect if you choose him as a hero to play out there in the game. That's actually what I want to do, friends. Kind of like the world is becoming more gamified, right? Because we're discovering that reality is constructed. You know, you've seen the double slit experiment and all these. Earth's not just like this total random ball. Like everything's actually made. It is a simulation out here, and it's kind of funny, friends. Like Elon Musk, this blew my mind. I used to think, bro, how do you know it's a simulation? How do you know? How do you know? And then Elon Musk says, if you assume literally any growth rate of improvement on a game, into the future, any growth rate, as even 0.001% per year better, over 10 years, you end up at fully the matrix. Because any growth rate, when we gamify stuff, we're like basically hacking things to make things more realistic over time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's already been done. And yes, that does mean crypto gaming is going to come back for cycle number 2 and stuff out here because it's going to more take over the world. Because if you notice, friends, we're gamifying everything. Remember GameStop? They're making things like we're learning, right? Gambling and our dopamine. We react to like the party poppers coming down and the bling bling. We react to these things, these dopamine hits. This is a true picture. This is you guys. First day in crypto. 3 years in crypto. Yeah, man. Based off the volatility and everything, 1 year in crypto is 3.5 years of the stock market. That's the actual real ratio. And it actually moves around that same volatility. It's just say 1 to 4. You know what I mean? So yeah, our 3-year crypto has been more like 12 years. And that's what happens in the stock market when there's no government to save it from the Great Depression. That's what actually happened in the Dow Jones collapse. I'll show you. And here you have the chart right here. This is the Dow Jones, friends. I put on a line chart so you can see it. This is a 3-month chart. So the Dow Jones didn't come back to make a new all-time high in, my gosh, from 1929 to 1954. Okay, let's do that. 54 minus 29 is 25 years. Damn! 25 years. Yep. That's what happens, right? When there's no government to come in and print, but they don't let the market do that anymore, right? When the stocks start capitulating, the US Fed starts cutting rates immediately. They start printing money. They start debasing. They start doing those actions. But we don't have that in crypto. But the thing is, you don't want it in crypto yet because it means you're not early anymore. We got this major economist nerd. Economists Laffer praises Vox economic plan. It will generate prosperity for Spain. Shout out to my Spanish baby dolls out here. You're very fond of the bull. Okay. All these economists and all these economic plans, it's the same shit, bro. I've been reading about this. This is literally just day one. Economics, up and down, but the market's pricing in the future. And yes, guess what? They don't know how to price in the biggest bubble of their lives. Friday dip buyers. What token is this? The S&P 500. Wow, this is the S&P 500 on a 15-minute chart. So everybody who bought the Friday dip, bang, V reversal up there. That makes it pretty much near the all-time highs, which is very strong. The S&P 500 is the arbiter of truth. That's through the all-time highs, man. Everything's pretty much... I know, we're all doing bad, bro. The data's not lying, dude. There's prosperity, okay? We're ready for a bull. We're ready for the mania. Remember, there's never been a technology in history that did not end in a bubble mania. Not one. Radio, TV, train stocks in the 1840s, railway mania, every single one ended it. So will ass intelligence, AI, will it be any different? I don't think it's going to be different. I think it's going to keep accelerating. And I think about what would make me really, really, really excited? Like what's really going to get my nipples tingling? Get that AI 200 IQ. Just give it another 6 to 12 months once they bring that out, because then it starts combining human knowledge that you didn't even know were related, and then it starts teaching you stuff about yourself. Oh, imagine that. That's what's going to do. When you have 200 IQ in any sentient being, because right now AI, friends, it like regurgitates your language back to you a bit. But yeah, if it's 100 to 120 IQ, so it's basically just like a bot person, like an average IQ person who's just learning something. Yeah, that's right now, bro. The car didn't always used to be the car. First, they made a skateboard, right? Then they put a little electric motor on the skateboard. Then they put a rocket engine. Then just made it a car. To the evolution over time. Charizard didn't always used to be Charizard. He started off as Charmander. It's coming. And speaking of coming, Mr. Dirty Crypto, PulseChain. Richard Hart just signaled pDAI. Sobby? Me? I was signaled? And 9 iron and a specific date to those who pay attention. Or do you still think Richard Hart is posting about bolts, PP, workouts, cars, and making a special custom meme? Yeah, that's funny. So Richard Hart, friends, he made a post here. So he said, look at this. This Richard Hart post. He says, China's Xiaomi is selling a 1,500 horsepower, $75,000 four-door car that beats nearly all Ferraris at the tracks. So he talks about someone made a new car, but this is... So friends, I'm not joking. Friends, I thought he was actually talking about cars. I looked at it. I'm like, I don't think there's a riddle here. I'm just going to go back to sleep. I didn't think so. Apparently, there is a riddle here. So, Xiaomi is how you pronounce that word, which sounds like Somi. And then the theme of it is we've made a new car it's cheaper and it goes faster, which I guess where people are directing it. Oh, does this mean we've made a new stable coin and or chain that's cheaper and goes faster? That's what it could be. If you're dealing with the nature of riddles, it could be that pDAI part up here. That's what Xiaomi is pronounced Xiaomi, hence Somi. He's one of the main characters of pDAI. Who's that guy? It's kind of funny, like main characters is just... I know it's bestowed upon me by the story, but it's kind of like I didn't come in and go, oh, I'd like to be a main character, sir. Like I just came in and I'm like, can we like just go up? Please? You know, like the whole reason this whole freaking industry was made is so bags can pump. You know, can we like after 4 years, can we just freaking go up, please? And that's one thing led to another. Best car review I've ever seen, referring to 99's recent breakthrough post in regarding to how pDAI will peg and Hyperloop. Community did a poll with over 580 votes to make this intel public. Interesting. So the races of these. So yeah, you know, I want to believe. I think you want to believe too, bro. We all want to believe. So where to from here? You know, I've been doom scrolling Twitter. Whenever we do scroll Twitter, friends, there's so much to learn wisdom out here. You got to filter through so many things. That's why I'm here, guiding your hand through it. But ultimately, a lot of the posts there, you know, it's humans reacting to stuff. Okay, not all of it is preemptive. When I find a preemptive post in terms of like, this thing is really cheap, and here's my thesis why it's going higher, I get wet over that. Yeah, I love it. You don't find that though, because we're all jaded. We were just totally destroyed, and they're like, nah, could go up. And like, who cares? There's another pump fund, LA Vape Cabal coin getting all the mind share tomorrow anyway, you know? So everyone's, but that also means we're in a good place because there's only strong hands now. Okay. And yes, July moving from June, it's start. We haven't even had one green others BTC candle yet. You know, once we get like one, then we can talk about when the cycle's going to end. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.